Okay, so welcome everyone. My name is Mary, of course, and this is Pittsburgh Artist Studio. And today we have a special guest, Voodoo Velvet. So, Voodoo Velvet, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Voodoo Velvet does some unique artwork, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, and we'll get started. So, tell our viewers just a little bit about your background and how and when you became an artist.
Well, I grew up in a family of realtors,
Oh,
and they had a lot of paperwork
sorry about that.
and
Never fails.
tedious things, and they wanted me to self-occupy.
Okay.
So art was my best companion.
Oh, okay.
I,
Now, do you both do this or is it just you?
I'm the artist. He's the technical side.
Yeah,
Okay.
I came from the other side. I had a computer right away as soon as they were available. So I kind of grew up right alongside of the history of computers. I'm about the same age, and I like to use it to facilitate this kind of thing. And
Hmm.
I ran a sounded light company, and I've done telecommunications, and actually I do a lot of teleconferencing stuff right now, like what we're doing here. So it was I could always facilitate and add to whatever kind of art she creates.
Oh, nice.
It's good to
Nice. It's nice that you both work together. Yeah. So, basically, your background, you just grew up and then you just started doing the artwork. Did you always kind of stick to what you're doing now, or did you like evolve from that? And I know this wasn't one of the questions, but I just wanted to get like, because Picasso started out a certain way and then he evolved into his cubism. So, just wondered how you got started in your artwork.
the world has always struck me as bizarre and unfamiliar, so it just kind of different experiences have built on themselves to make it what it is. I mean,
Okay.
uh,
Okay. Yeah. That's like with that's well, I never evolved. I got better at what I do, but I didn't evolve into different aspects. I'm more of a realist. So,
as far as the velvet painting, I mean, we were at a restaurant one day and I saw a skeleton drawing, and I thought, you know, that would look really good on velvet. And it kind of just took off from there. I mean, just a moment of inspiration, just,
so all your work is
out
on a velvet piece. Your work
for
is
the paintings. Yeah.
okay. Okay. That's interesting too. That was pretty popular. They always had Elvis on velvet and things like that. So what you do is very unique on the velvet. So I that's what's so really really cool to me. Um, so uh, so like I said, it's different. So what kind of how did you just came about this from seeing it on a piece of velvet, a skeleton, and that's how
No,
you.
it wasn't. The velvet was me. I don't know. I've always thought velvet was really luxurious, and I was like, that would be really improved if it was on velvet. So I went
I
home and tried it out.
I
Ah,
remember before the velvet paintings, she like was inspired by carnival art and things like that, like circus,
Oh
and
yeah.
and actually I have circus people in my family, so we were both always interested in that.
oh,
And then of course the old velvet paintings were slightly more towards the realistic side.
mhm.
So yeah, when we were sitting in that restaurant and she was like, "Well, that would look fantastic on velvet," we were kind of combining the circus outsider and then with the velvet painting, and it combines really nicely. So
Yeah, very nice. Now, do you use like acrylic paint for that, or
Yes, acrylic on everything, and the 3D prints we do are also painted with acrylic. So
nice? Yeah, that's basically what I use is acrylic too. I think it's a good medium for getting things done quickly. You know.
strong too. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, true, true. That's true. So, so how do you get your inspiration? Where does it come from? Just your backgrounds, the circus. How does that
Growing
work?
up with salesmen is a very surreal experience. So I mean, just it's everywhere. I mean, the world's, like I said, strange and bizarre. So just look around and you
Yeah, you
know.
can come up with inspiration that way. That's true. I'm finding that out more and more in my lifetime. It's just it's kind of gotten way worse than it used to be. But I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. At least people are being more expressive about themselves, and it makes it kind of interesting to find that inspiration.
Yeah.
So your techniques and your resources are just from seeing what's around you.
Yeah, and the circus, and I don't know if you want to talk about the technical side of the 3D printing. It's
Oh yeah, in the case of when we're developing characters, a lot of times we do that together. Uh, she'll have initial ideas, or she just constantly has new ideas just from going around, and then she'll sketch that, and then I'll model that in 3 dimension, and and then actually and it'll develop from that, because a lot of stuff that gets drawn actually can't be real. I have to say, oh, plastic can't do that, or this can't actually exist in the real world, and then so by the time it goes through all that, it's a finished guy who can be real.
That's cool. So you have like a 3D printer. That's interesting. I had worked, well, I didn't work. I helped out a teacher when my grandson goes to school, an art teacher, and he made some pretty cool things with those 3D printers. They're nice, and the kids were doing stuff that I thought were like amazing for a young group of children. That kind of like really. I said to my grandson, I said, you enjoy him because he's got some really good stuff going on here.
That's
Uh,
cool. That
yeah,
kind of stuff will be even more useful in going forward in the future.
right. I mean, when I grew up, we didn't have that. We didn't have that creativity. It was like coloring a page or something. It wasn't like a creative atmosphere. But I think today it helps the kids a lot more if they have that art in their schooling. Especially the 3D. I mean, that's like wow.
What's really great about it is it's kind of letting us break some rules, and a lot of people break some rules in that
Yeah.
early on, like I said, carnival art and things, and
Mhm.
she always wanted to make toys, and she would sculpt early on instead of velvet painting,
Ah,
and that was going well, and she was developing that, but the problem is that you have to sculpt every one. And when
mhm.
the sculpture's finished, you're competing with every sculpture and every toy that ever
Mhm.
existed. No one cares that you spent 10 hours. So,
No.
so you could never break through that. You know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
velvet paintings were good because selling paintings is like a different kind of industry. But it developed through that in character development, and we ended up back at toys once we had a 3D printer.
Oh,
So
nice. Yeah.
so it's like a full arc from trying to make toys and circus stuff, painting, and then back to toys again.
Oh,
Although,
that's
yeah, and paint, she still paints at the same time.
nice. Oh, this is one of your toys?
Go hold it closer.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love it. That's cute. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, that is really cool. Well, I
There-
see some of your paintings behind too, that are very nice. Now, is that on a velvet piece also?
Crushed velvet.
Oh, wow. That's very nice.
I
It's
use
so dimensional. You've got some real. It's not like flat. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, no, I really like that about him myself too, because a lot of artists are real persnickety about anyone taking pictures and things, but it's just the opposite. We love it. We like take pictures, share them, do whatever you want, because the piece is the best. It's tough even on this video chat, but the piece is the best in person because it is really deep. The velvet adds a dimension to it for sure.
Right. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, that's what when I saw your work on your internet page, your website. Uh, I was like, oh, this is cool. Because you don't see anything. You don't see this kind of stuff. Everybody's got their own little uniqueness, but this is like different. It's exciting to see. So I was really impressed with it. Very nice. I'm glad you guys decided to interview with me. It's just nice to see somebody doing something different for a change.
Oh yeah, we appreciate that. It was the interview's fun too. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's like you just get so caught up in everyday life, and like you say, you just kind of look at the differences and how bizarre things can be, and you can put that down on your fabric. It's cool. It's very cool. So I guess you've never had any kind of creative block then, because you just are able to get out there. I mean, you seem like now. Have you been self-taught? Is that basically your self-taught artist, or did you have any schooling for it?
I went to Columbus College of Art and Design
Okay.
for about 4 years.
Okay.
And then, I mean, I just, that's the main thing when you're doing art is just do art and
Yes.
find the time. Time is the enemy.
Yeah.
Because, there's a million things you could be doing other than art, and it'll, time will steal you away. So you just be like, I got to make art now.
Yeah. Well, it helps to get involved in your art too, because sometimes life can be a struggle, and you just kind of like put yourself in the art and just forget about everything else around you.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. She doesn't have any inspirational trouble. I have to say stop. Not. I say it's 1 a.m. It's time to stop.
Yeah, well, I've been up late at times too. I can't do it anymore, but I know a lot of times, like, I'll get involved in drawing something and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I try not to do that anymore, because I've been having issues. That's why I kind of got into the interviewing of people, artists and things, because I've been having some issues with pain. So I'm trying to get that resolved. I hope I get it resolved soon.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Like your inspiration, just kind of like you're there and you think about all these things and then you can't do it. So it's been a tough couple months. So, but yeah, I appreciate your time. And if there's anything else you'd like to tell the viewers about your work, or, I mean, I will have links in the information section, but you can.
Actually, yeah, one thing we definitely like to tell is following the long arc that I was talking about. After lots of character design and whatnot, we collected everything together and wrote a book here, and we just recently got published.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
So we're really excited about that, and that's a culmination of, like I said, coming through the circus and velvet painting, and then lots of character design, and then I had been writing lots of things on the side that we didn't really do anything with, but I built that up, and now we got a little introduction to all of our characters.
Oh,
And
nice.
actually we have ideas to go well beyond that with an even bigger book, but that's where we are at right now.
Right.
Oh, cool. Now, is that how you've done your face, because of the, being in the circus? I don't know that it's the same, but is that how you got your inspired canvas on your face, or?
Started doing shows. I'm super duper shy, and with social media you have to like photo yourself, and I was like, I don't want a bunch of photos of myself, but I could do my art. So all the photos, or the majority of them, I have my face painted different ways. So a show or whatever, face is painted, and it's just part of the art, so that I can be outwardly my art as well. So
cool. Yeah.
Right. She changes it every time too, so everybody knows it's her really easily, but at the same time it's also different every time. I always like that.
Yes.
It's like a little bit Day of the Dead and a little bit circus.
Yes. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I liked your photo too. That was nice. The one that I put on the thumbnail. It was cute. Like, so that face was different also. So that's why I was wondering, how you come up with that as well. That's nice. Yeah, it's different. So that makes it exciting. Now, you don't do that though. You just,
no,
he's a straight man.
Actually, if you want me to become, yeah, I'm the straight man. That's the fun answer. Or the other really truthful answer is I don't like having anything on my face.
Oh.
So I'm the counterpoint. I'm the straight man.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the creative side, and I'm the technical side, and those two don't meet very often. So that's how you get the whole skill stack.
Yeah. I mean, it melts together. I mean, you have to be a little technical today too. I mean, I have issues like I today with the thing, trying to get in here. So like when I went to college, that was one of my minor miners as information systems, but that was like 20 years ago. So everything's changed, and trying to keep up with everything and not working anymore. When I was working, it was a little different, but now that it just changes so fast.
Anything technology, you have to use it continuously. Yeah, even a few years off is enough just for it to start not making sense.
Right, just like trying to use the StreamYard. I'm trying to get used to it, I definitely.
You made it. It worked out.
Yeah, I did. Thank goodness. Well, I appreciate your time. It was fun talking with you guys. I love the art. It's different. It's exciting, and people need to go and see what you do, and your toys too. I didn't see those on your website though. Look at this one.
Go a little closer.
There's 23.
There's actually another completely separate website for the book and the toys, because we were kind of keeping them separate because even though it's an ARC for us, they're kind of separate for display. So there's a painting artist site, and then there's a toy site.
I see. I love that one too. That's cute.
These are all in rubber too. So I mean, they're.
Look at that.
Yep. The artist. The artist site is voodoovelvet.com, and the toy site is abovebelowworld.com.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll put that in the information section too, so everybody can check you out.
Thanks.
And things are available for sale also, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The paintings are always available and never repeated. Every one is unique. And the toys they're 3D printed, so that so like I said, that makes sculpture possible on this scale at the price that people want to pay. But at the same time, they're all also a little bit unique because she paints every one slightly different. So we don't repeat. Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh, look at that! Oh my! Very nice. Very nice.
And again, they're rubber, so you don't.
Yeah. So yeah, they hold up.
Everything's original designs, no
Yeah.
copying anybody or anything.
What a great collectible.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that. Oh my gosh. That is so cute. Oh, adorable. That's adorable. I mean, I'm thinking it's adorable, but somebody probably thinks, well, are you goofy? But
Well, actually, we get that a lot.
I think it's cute.
We get some people say adorable and some people say terrifying, and we notice that it varies from the same thing. But we like that. That's the perfect effect. That's the sweet spot.
Yeah. Oh no, I like it. I like it a lot. Very nice. I'm going to check you guys out. I bet my grandkids would love one of those little things too. So.
Each one has a story and a personality and a place on a planet. So their planet is the sun is on the interior, and it's always night on the outside. So the whole mode of their planet is completely different than Earth. So that each one has an explanation for that. That's what we started out with here.
I'll show a picture. It's the photographs, and then
Oh, okay.
Are on the other side.
Now, did you draw each of those pictures yourself?
They're photographs.
Photographs.
Like photograph.
They're an amalgamation of some drawing and some photograph.
Yeah. Okay. In the different scene type of areas where they live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So that kind of tells you where the little figurines go, like the actual.
Their base story and just a little rhyming poem about them.
Oh, nice. Now, who wrote that? You wrote it, or?
Not entirely. It was kind of the same thing. I wrote a lot of it, but she designed almost all the characters, and I wrote most of the stories. But she wrote some of the stories, and I actually had a hand in designing some of the characters. So the way our process goes, it ends up merging together.
Yeah. Well, both of you are very creative, so that works out so well. Yeah. Wow. You know what? I could talk all day with you guys because it's so exciting for me.
I'm glad we're fun.
It's a lot of fun. Well, I do appreciate you coming on and doing this. I mean, I think people will really enjoy seeing your creations. I know they will. And it was nice that I found you. Like I said, I always go on to that one site and ask if anybody's willing to interview. And you're friends with Uncle Dave, and that's how, So I interviewed him a few weeks ago. That was a nice interview also.
Yeah, he
So.
said, you have to interview her. She's so nice.
Yeah, Uncle Dave complimented you.
Oh, that was nice. He's a nice guy too.
Yeah.
I have to apologize to him because he was supposed to come on my live last night. Well, I do a live with Diane, who is she's called Artfully Blind with Diana. She's pretty close to being totally blind. She can see some things, but we were working on something last night. We were all excited about it. And then I said to her, I says, we forgot to tell Uncle Dave about our live because he was going to come on for a little bit. So I have to apologize and try to get it together. He's been pretty busy too, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been all busy, and it's just sometimes you forget things, and I try not to. I write everything down, but it's still so. Okay, well, I guess we can close now, and I really thank you, and I hope to see the viewers on here and saying some things, and you can come on and see what people are saying, and until that next time, we'll see you. Bye.
Okay, we'll see you. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.